Counting on Jinger Duggar shares struggles with online hate. Counting on alum Jinger Duggar Voulo is back with a new interview ahead of her new book, People Pleaser. Breaking free from the burden of imaginary expectations. The 31-year-old continues documenting her pregnancy with her third child, all while making podcast videos with Jeremy. Jinger's latest interview features how she deals with online hate. Keep reading to see her statements. Jinger recently participated in an interview in which she opened up about the aftermath of her first memoir, Becoming Free Indeed. According to the Counting on alum, the book's purpose was to expose the harmful teachings of the IBLP, and she was ready to face criticism as long as she helped the people she loved. However, Jinger admitted that not everyone appreciated what she did, adding that some loved ones would say very unkind things about the book. During the same interview, Jinger talked about how she deals with the hate, especially now that she's about to release a new book. According to the Counting on alum, she struggled to get along with everyone since childhood. Due to this, she decided to become someone who would please others, which is the main focus of her upcoming title. She continued, even in the family. I would not try to ruffle anyone's feathers. I just wanted to keep everybody happy with me all the time. Jinger Duggar Voulo later realized she didn't need to please anyone. But things are much different behind cameras. She revealed, on social media, there will be people who say stuff to any of us. They'll say things that are unkind. They'll have their own ideas of why I might do something. Jinger insisted that she only wanted to share from her heart and be an example for those who wanted to break free. She added, "Okay, we don't all have these perfectly curated lives. And I think that everybody needs to see that and understand we don't need to keep up this facade of who we want people to think we are. But we need to be genuine and real." Jinger Duggar Voulo is living a few hours away from the wildfire that is currently happening in California. However, the Counting on alum has been extra careful over the past few days. She recently took to IG stories to share a screenshot from her phone showing an evacuation alarm that woke them up at 3 a.m. Jinger revealed that it was a false alarm, but everyone in their area had been on high alert. Jinger Duggar shares blunt confession about her family's reaction to her memoir. After growing up in the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP, some of Michelle and Jim Bob's 19 children have spoken out against Bill Gothard's teachings. Jinger is among their adult kids who have publicly rejected many of the IBLP's fundamentalist Christian beliefs. And recently, Jinger Duggar offered blunt insight into her family's reaction to her 2023 memoir. In January 2023, Jinger, the sixth-born Duggar sibling, released a memoir titled Becoming Free Indeed. My Story of Disentangling Faith from Fear. The book shared her experience having been raised in the IBLP, and she condemned many of its ultra-conservative principles. As Jinger prepares to publish another memoir, People Pleaser, breaking free from the burden of imaginary expectations, she dished on how family members took her first book. Yes, there were critics. Yes, there were people who were saying very harsh things, Jinger told People in an interview published on January 9. There were loved ones that would say things that were very unkind. It was not easy, she continued. But at the end of the day, I realized it was the best decision. It was the best thing that I could have done, to love these people by sharing truth. In February 2023, a source close to the Duggars reportedly spoke with Radar Online about Michelle and Jim Bob's reaction to her memoir. The unnamed source claimed they were embarrassed by Jinger's book. Neither Jim Bob nor Michelle has publicly spoken about the 2023 memoir. Among the shocking revelations in Becoming Free Indeed, Jinger shared that her sister, Janna Duggar, also left the IBPL. Janna later confirmed this in an Instagram Q&A that she and her husband, Ben, do not follow the teachings. Meanwhile, Janna Duggar's husband, Austin Forsyth, shared in a YouTube video that they were never part of the IBLP as a couple. And then there's Jill Duggar. In September 2023, Jill released a memoir of her own titled Counting the Cost. She and her husband, Derick Dillard, also appeared in the limited docuseries Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets. In both, Jill spoke out about the harmful teachings of Gothard and how she no longer follows them. During her January 9 sit-down with People, Jinger spoke about how writing her first book was freeing for her. The more that I'm thinking clearly through the why behind I want to speak truth. I need to stand up for the vulnerable, she said. My people-pleasing before would never have allowed me to do that. I would have been silent. In her second memoir, the former Counting On star will open up more about how people-pleasing hurt her and how she has learned to work past it. People Pleaser releases on January 14. How Jill Duggar Dillard is coping with negative fans. Jill Dillard is not letting the online hate get in her way. Despite all the criticism regarding her upcoming book, the 32-year-old Counting On star continues to share wholesome stories about her family. Many of her fans were also caught off guard by her participation in the explosive documentary against the Duggars. But it seems that the mother of three is now trying her best to redeem herself. Recently, Jill shared a positive update relating to their summer plans. There have been tons of negative comments regarding Jill's decision to write a book about her parents. The book is titled Counting the Cost, which aims to expose the challenges that she and her husband faced during their time with the Duggars in Arkansas. Some people think it's disrespectful to Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. But it's clear that Jill is unwilling about taking back her claims. At this point, the Duggar family has yet to share their comments regarding Mrs. Dillard's upcoming book. Though they have already expressed their disappointment towards the documentary titled Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets. Despite all the hate, the fourth eldest Duggar child continues to showcase their happy and exciting life in Siloam Springs near the Arkansas/Oklahoma border. Jill took to Instagram recently to share a glimpse of her summer outfit along with their plans for the season. According to Mrs. Dillard, they just got pool passes near their town, and they're excited to become frequent visitors. She also revealed having a summer reading plan with the kids. Furthermore, the Counting On star said that they've been busy working on the renovation of their yard. Jill also admits that she may have bitten off a bit more than she can chew. But we are happy to just be beginning to enjoy some of the fruit of our labor, she added. Jill has yet to share major updates regarding their yard. But it's been one of the few things that excite fans. She plans to renovate the overgrown land and turn it into a beautiful garden. Sam and Israel also love to play outdoors. Due to this, a small playground for the kids is also possible. There hasn't been much news regarding Mrs. Dillard's newborn son, Frederick. Although the Counting On star's last post about him clearly shows that he's doing fine and healthy. It's clear that Jill and her family are living their best lives despite all the online negativity. Meanwhile, some fans are hoping that Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar will continue to stay in touch with their grandchildren despite their daughter's controversial decisions. Jason Duggar and Maddie Grace Jones enjoy sweetness of winter. Jason Duggar and Maddie Grace Jones are enjoying their newlywed phase. The couple tied the knot in October and recently celebrated their first holiday season as a married couple. Maddie hails from Tennessee but moved to Arkansas when she married Jason. They spent Thanksgiving with her family and Christmas with the Duggars. Arkansas's weather can be unpredictable, and this winter has been one of the coldest for the people in the state's northwest area. Jason and Maddie decided to channel their inner child and throw around some snow, sharing their fun with followers. The former Counting On star and his wife still enjoy being kids when they can. Maddie Grace Jones shared a video of herself playing in the snow with her husband, Jason Duggar. The couple threw snowballs at each other, stealing moments to kiss and hug during their play fight. She showed no mercy while throwing the snow at her husband, seemingly enjoying herself the entire time. The caption read, "The Arkansas snow has definitely been bringing the sweetness of winter from back home in Tennessee. Highly suggest playing in the snow just like when we were little. It will be a big year for Duggar grandchildren." Jedidiah Duggar and Catalin Nakatsu welcomed their twin girls less than a week ago, and 2 more pregnancies have been announced. Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Voulo will welcome their 3rd child in March, and Hannah Wisman and Jeremiah Duggar will have their 3rd daughter later this spring. Maddie Grace Jones and Jason Duggar have been married for 3 months, and there is already speculation that they will be the next to announce a pregnancy. Honeymoon babies are a big deal in the Duggar family, and many of his brothers have welcomed babies within the first year of marriage. Jason and Maddie became engaged following Janna Duggar's wedding and married just weeks later. He seemingly waited for her big moment, which could be the case with a pregnancy. The couple could also wait to enjoy married life before starting a family. Still, given Jason's close relationship with his parents and siblings, it's unlikely they would prevent anything. It seems sharing their adventures is what the couple plans to do for now. Janna Duggar relies on Jim, Bob, and Michelle for everything. Counting on fans have been curious about Janna Duggar. She hasn't shared any updates since her husband, Josh, got sent to jail. There have been discussions about whether the mother of 7 wants out of the Duggar family. However, some fans believe that the 35-year-old wife may not leave her convicted husband despite knowing the truth. According to reports, Janna is in Texas with some of her kids. An insider claimed that the former TLC star had a disagreement with her father-in-law, which led to her departure. The convicted Duggar's wife has been getting a lot of help from her in-laws. There are also speculations that Janna played a significant role in taking care of her kids during Josh's trials. Some Counting On fans theorize the former reality TV star would leave the Duggar family and the IBLP. Janna was raised in the church and most likely will stay true to her upbringing and faith. Counting On fans from Reddit shared their thoughts about Janna and the predicament she is in concerning Josh and the Duggar family. According to some, shiny happy people mentioned Bill Gothard's teachings about how hardships are just part of testing a member's faith, and Janna may have applied the mindset. Furthermore, an insider added that Janna has been relying on Jim, Bob, and Michelle for child support. Josh is currently imprisoned at FCI Seagoville in Texas. There haven't been a lot of updates about the convicted Duggar. However, there are reports claiming the inmates have been suffering from heat waves. It was also reported that they are starting to pass out from the harsh conditions. Additionally, Texas has reportedly reached record-breaking heat waves, making it harder for prisoners. Due to this, some are curious as to whether Jim, Bob's oldest son, is struggling behind bars. A spokesperson for Seagoville tried to clear things up by saying some of their housing units have a /C, though they couldn't deny that some facilities don't have anything to fight the heat. Janna Duggar returns to social media after 2-year absence. After 2 years of avoiding social media, Janna Duggar returned to Instagram in May 2024 in a big way. The last time the former 19 Kids and Counting star had posted on the platform before that was in March 2022, when she shared a picture of a DIY project she was working on. Janna has never explained why she suddenly disappeared, though it could have had something to do with oldest brother Josh's court case and conviction that inspired her to take a break. Last year was also pretty eventful for the family, as 2 of her sisters released books exposing some of the reality TV family's biggest secrets. Now, Janna's return is leading to a lot of new speculation. Janna posted on Instagram twice in May. The first post, which marked her official return to the platform, didn't feature her or anyone from her family. It was simply a reel of flowers in her garden. "Spring beauty," she wrote. She returned with another post just a few days later to share a tribute to Michelle Duggar in honor of Mother's Day. "Happy Mother's Day, Mom." She captioned the picture of her and Michelle, standing side by side and smiling. "She's the best," younger sister Jessa commented. Jinger chimed in, too, writing, "All wish I could be there today." Fans couldn't help but comment on her seemingly sudden return to social media, taking to popular subreddit Duggar Snart to share their feelings on Janna's mostly nature-oriented content. Either she's trying to jump on the influencer bandwagon all the women in her circle are currently on, or a mega scandal is about to drop, one person wrote. "She's trying to finance a new she shed," someone else quipped. "This one with AC and indoor plumbing," another person wrote. "Of course she is." Jim Bob probably has her out there again to deflect from Joy's most recent YouTube video, where she talks about the negative aspects of her childhood and the impact Jill's and Jingers' books have had on her. He does this kind of thing every time something negative arises. I hope more and more of these adult kids will start to wake up. Sadly, I think most of the guys are lost causes. The girls, however, seem to be the ones moving farther away from the cult. I say props to them. While people speculate a lot of different possible causes for Janna's sudden return to Instagram, there are people who think that the family could be eyeing a return to reality TV. As a Hollywood gossip website pointed out, Janna's public praise of mom Michelle happened to come at the same time her sister Jessa made a sudden return to social media of her own. It could be a coincidence, but it could also be a sign of something bigger. Since Josh Duggar's arrest in 2021, which led to a conviction on charges involving child sexual assault material and time in prison, many members of the Duggar family have put distance between themselves and their fans. This only became more apparent last year when both Jill and Jinger released books talking about the dark side of growing up Duggar. Janna may feel that the dust has settled by now, but has it really? Jessa Seawald announces pregnancy. Did she solve a Duggar family mystery? Jessa Seawald and Ben Seawald are expecting their 5th child this summer. The news makes a Duggar pregnancy mystery even more intriguing, in our opinion. The Duggar family is planning to welcome several new babies in 2023. Jessa Seawald has added herself to the count. The mother of 4 announced her 5th pregnancy this week. While the announcement was expected, does it solve a long-standing Duggar pregnancy mystery? Let's look at the facts. Jessa Seawald's pregnancy is an interesting development, but Duggar family followers have been trying to unravel a family mystery for months before Jessa shared her big news. In October 2022, Joy Anna Forsyth posted a video to YouTube that shared her family's reactions to her pregnancy. In one clip, Joy's father, Jim Bob Duggar, informed his daughter that she would be giving birth to the family's 30th grandchild. Joy was shocked by the revelation, and so were family followers. Based on the announced births, Joy should be pregnant with Jim Bob and Michelle's 27th grandchild. So where are the other 3? It is largely believed both Kendra Caldwell and Lauren Swanson gave birth in 2021 or 2022. Both Kendra and Lauren have been spotted in the background of videos with young babies. Assuming both babies exist, which they seem to, there is still a missing birth or pregnancy announcement in the family. Is Jessa's announcement the mystery 29th grandchild? It doesn't seem that way. Jessa Duggar's pregnancy announcement wasn't unexpected. Duggar family followers have spent months theorizing that her social media hiatus had something to do with a pregnancy. But are Jessa and Ben Seawald the couple expecting baby number 29? Honestly, it doesn't seem like it. In October 2022, Jim Bob told Joy Forsyth that she'd be having the family's 30th grandchild. Joy is due in late May. Based on what Jessa said in her YouTube video, baby Seawald is likely to be born after Joy and Austin's 2nd son. In her video, Jessa claimed her baby is due in the summer. The summer officially begins on June 21, 2023. If baby Seawald is expected to arrive in the literal summer season, they'll be the Duggar family's 32nd grandchild, based on Jim Bob's math. Joy Forrest is due on May 22, and Katie Nakatsu, Jedidiah Duggar's wife, is due with her 2nd child a day later. Jessa and Ben opted not to share any details about their upcoming baby. They did not announce an official due date or include a gender reveal in their video. That could be coming in the future though. Still, it doesn't seem like they have been harboring the mysterious 29th Duggar grandchild. So Jessa and Ben won't be bringing grandbaby number 29 into the world, it would seem. So who else could be pregnant and due in the next 2 months or so? Some Duggar family followers theorize that there is no mystery to be figured out. Some people have theorized that Jim Bob Duggar misspoke when he said Joy's upcoming child would be the 30th grandchild in the family. It's equally likely that another family member was pregnant but had a miscarriage. While both are plausible explanations, a couple of Duggar family members could still be pregnant without sharing the big news. Both Lauren Swanson and Kendra Caldwell appear to have welcomed children, without making announcements on social media in 2021 or 2022. There is no reason to believe they'd announce any subsequent pregnancies. Lauren, who married Jinger Duggar, has shut down her social media accounts. Kendra, who is married to Joseph Duggar, abandoned her Instagram shortly before Josh Duggar's conviction. In theory, both could be pregnant again, although Kendra seems like the most likely candidate. Joseph and Kendra's children are closely spaced together. If the baby Joseph Duggar was spotted holding during a Duggar family event is their fourth child, a new pregnancy is an absolute possibility. She could be pregnant with a fifth baby despite never officially announcing her fourth child's birth. If it is Kendra or Lauren expecting the Duggar family's 29th grandchild, followers may never know. Both couples have been very protective of their privacy since Josh Duggar's trial and conviction. It doesn't look like they'll return to social media to share updates anytime soon.